Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. So, if you might have noticed, the yellow on my car has started to fade quite a bit. So it doesn't look that dramatic. However, when I move to like the front trim, see how bright and fluorescent that yellow is? It's from the exact same roll that I did all of this in. And if it's hard to tell exactly what it looked like before and after, this is a brand new roll. It pretty much is the exact same brand and everything, which you can tell has faded quite a bit in a month. So because of all this terrible fading, I mean, it's just, was it Christmas Eve when he finished this car, and that's when all the yellow was applied. So from now, and it's like end of March, it's already faded that much. So 3M actually has fluorescent yellow, but it's a satin, but still should be pretty good. 3M's a huge company that's obviously very well reviewed and everything, so this should be good. But before then, you could probably tell it's like super dirty. This car's absolutely filthy. Every time I try to get it cleaned, it just rains again. It's just super dirty. Just can't keep it clean whatsoever. So Cameron's about to clean it up, and then I'm going to pretty much rip off all of the yellow and restart from scratch. All right, since my car has not pretty much been started in maybe almost a week, this is going to be a really good cold start on a 2014 Porsche Cayman S with a crazy custom exhaust. All right, so we just replaced the yellow on the pretty much the Porsche text going across the top. So you can already see the new vinyl versus the old. And you can kind of see on the leading edge where it's not in direct sunlight how it was neon yellow still. But just all that fading is just ridiculous. So I'm definitely not going to use that brand anymore. Definitely sticking with 3M. We'll see how it goes. And if it works out well, then I'll definitely stay with it. All right, so pretty much all I have to do now is rip off all of the other yellow from the entire car, and then cut a lot of long strips out of like the new vinyl to then relay across the entire car. It's gonna take a while, but in the end, it's definitely gonna look a lot better because all this yellow now just looks like white, and I want that bright neon, as you can see, like on the text, pretty much like right there on the windshield, and then I like the brand new vinyl on the edges, which that's pretty much gonna need replaced as well because it's the same stuff, but I'm just gonna do that in time. But also my car is super, super clean. It looks absolutely amazing. So thanks to Cameron, who, let's see what he's doing. We're actually working on another car right now.
You're welcome. Anytime. That's the client right there. We got it.
All right, so definitely hit up Apex Vinyl Solutions if you're in the San Antonio area. If you want to get pretty much any kind of car detailing, it's Cameron's aspect of the company. But then we also do like auto wraps and whatnot. So if you want your car wrap to be something crazy like this, definitely Apex Vinyl Solutions. Instagram will be right here too, so definitely go check that out. All right, so one of the things we're doing is on this Jeep Renegade, we're actually going to do pretty much like a satin dark gray on either side with pretty much our logos kind of like right around here. They're going to be underneath, so it's going to raise up through. It's going to look so clean. But a lot of Jeeps come with like that satin black kind of design or satin dark gray. So it's gonna look really good, especially since it's all blue. Just that you have like all the dark with the blue. It's gonna look absolutely amazing. All right, so something that I did not know about this Jeep, which Adrian just pointed out, which, yeah. But it's really cool. Inside the gas cap, there's this little, I'll just show you. There's this like little spider, it says Chow Baby, and it's like in the plastic, like by the gas cap. Like, that is so cool. And then right around on the front, there's like a little Jeep climbing the trim right here. So another really cool feature about the Jeep Renegade is the red line on it is actually like a little mud splatter right there instead of just like a red bar. All right, so one of the coolest features I've ever seen that this is the first time we've ever done it, but it's like the raised lettering underneath the vinyl, which I think looks absolutely amazing. It has a super stealthy look. But if you want to know how he did that, we actually place like the logo down. We essentially just take the vinyl and just wrap right over it, and we have to use like a little tuck tool to get between all the little letters. But once it's done, it looks so good. Alright, so the job is done. It looks absolutely amazing with the satin dark basalt from Avery. It kind of matches all the dark grays on the car. It looks so good, especially with like the raised emblems. Apex vinyl solution on here looks beautiful. But if you guys are in the San Antonio area, like I said before, definitely go check out Apex Vinyl Solutions if you want to get something done. Something as simple as this, or even like a full car wrap. I mean, this is what we're capable of, so definitely hit us up in the DMs. Hey guys, so it's actually the next day. So after we finished up the Jeep, it was getting really dark, and also I just didn't want to get started on a project that was going to take hours once it's dark, because I want to be able to have it pretty much out in the daylight so I can just work on it, go over everything, and pretty much get all the old vinyl off and the new vinyl on, just all in one go. Alright, something else I needed to do before I even got started was, obviously I didn't buy the yellow strips just as they are. I got a huge rule that was like 5 feet long. I got like 2 foot wide just in case if I need more. So I cut a bunch of just little strips. So this right here is a 1/2 inch by 5 foot. So this entire roll obviously is not enough. To do the measuring, I estimate about 14. So I had to cut 14 5 foot by 1/2 inch strips to then be able to lay on this entire car. Nothing against Vivid, but for me and from what I experienced, it does not really hold up to the elements, especially sun in Texas for 2-3 months. So we'll see how the 3M goes, but you can definitely see there's a bold difference between the old and the new. And obviously to get started, I'm going to have to pretty much rip off all of the yellow vinyl that's on the car right now. It's gonna be kind of a tedious task, and then I got to clean everything underneath because I don't know if it's going to leave any residue behind. Because I know like other vinyls like 3M or even Avery, they don't leave any residue behind. But the Vivid Reflective actually does leave a pretty bad residue behind. I don't know if it's just because it's the reflective vinyl, it's a different material, but we'll see. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully I can just pull it off, quick alcohol, clean off the area, and then just apply the new stuff. Alright, so it's been a little while since I've actually seen it without the yellow, which obviously the last time I saw it was when we were actually wrapping the car. So I think it actually looks really cool how it is. Like the blue and gray was like my favorite thing, but I feel like the yellow just kind of gives it that enhanced look, kind of makes all the lines just really pop, especially like all the lines on the hood. Like everything looks really cool still, but yeah, the yellow definitely enhances that look, especially like contrast between like the blue and yellow and also like the dark satin and then like the bright yellow. Just kind of gives like a really good balance across the entire car. And I know I've shown it like so many times, but here's like a really good example of a piece where like part of it was like in the sun and then it wrapped around into the door jamb, and you can see like the neon yellow. So from the exact same piece, that's a lot of fading. So if you think you can just hop on Amazon and just buy like the cheapest stuff and you think it's going to hold up, it does not. So another thing I do want to mention is anything new or just something we haven't done yet, we definitely do it on our own vehicles first just to test it, see. We're just kind of seeing how this vinyl is going to work, which obviously it does not. So we will never put this brand vinyl on a customer car. So I'm so glad that we can test on our own vehicles first, because if I would put that on a customer car, I would have just felt absolutely terrible, and we would have had to like redo the whole thing with a better brand later on. So we just want to avoid that. We always stick with like the best brands first, so we never have to redo any project. But I don't know if you can see it right here. There's actually like a little line. It did leave a bunch of residue. There's like some on the inside of that, and even like on the hood, there's some spots that really show. You can kind of see it right there in on the blue. Yeah, this vinyl, when I pulled it up, it did leave residue behind, so that's really unfortunate. But I'm just going to go ahead and get that cleaned up, and then I'll be able to start applying the new vinyl. Alright, so I just laid vinyl on the two side pieces on the hood, which look absolutely amazing. So on the sides, all I have to do is just lay the pretty much a little skinny stripe all the way down, and then use a little bit of knifeless tape to give it that nice line that just continues all the way down through to the point on each side. For the middle, it's a little different. I'm going to have to lay knifeless tape on the edge of the gray and blue, and then 1/2 inch on the outside. I'm going to have to slap one piece of vinyl across the entire top of that, and then pull all the knifeless tape up so I can get a perfect V. And I don't want a seam right down the middle where two pieces of the yellow come together. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to do it all in one big piece, so I'm going to do that last. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap the rest of the car, since as you can see, it's still without yellow. Alright, so now that I got the entire side clean, got all the residue off of where the yellow is going to be, the old vinyl I will definitely never use again. So you can sometimes never trust stuff you see on Amazon, even if it's a good deal. But yeah, got it all cleaned up, so now I'm going to pretty much start laying all the new yellow vinyl on the entire driver's side of the car and on the roof. Alright, so as you guys can see, I pretty much did most of the yellow striping on the side. Still have to do a little bit more, and then I still have to do the entire roof, and then I have to do the entire other side of the car. It's taking a lot longer than expected. Like, even with the time lapse, it's still kind of like long and boring just watching me do the entire thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut to when the entire car is already done, and then I'll show you guys what the final result looks like, which it pretty much looks the same as before, but the yellow is a lot brighter and it looks a lot better. Pretty much like a really nice refresh. Alright, so it might not look like it looks like it's super bright right now, but it's actually like 7:30. Haven't even had dinner yet, so I'm pretty much gonna go inside, get something to eat. Did finish the entire driver's side, which looks absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the rest tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about working into the dark, and it's just gonna be another morning, just come out here before it gets too hot. So I'll see you then. Alright, so here it is, like the third day. Like, I've been filming this over a few days just because you know, with like all the stuff going on right now, like everybody's being quarantined, staying at home and whatnot. But all the yellow's done except for the piece right here, because it's going to be a wide piece, and I had the car sit out in the sun, and it's like super, super hot. So it's actually kind of hard to touch the hood. It's like in the 90s right now, so I just pretty much pulled it in the garage. I'm just going to let it kind of cool down, let that just be in like the shade so that I can actually finish it up. But I'm just going to go ahead and end the video right here. If you guys like the yellow I added on here, it's a little bit brighter and slightly wider too than the previous yellow. But if you guys like it, definitely go down, put in the description down below, and just tell me what you think about it. But if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos, especially like with my Porsche Cayman S or just a bunch of other cool, crazy, awesome cars, definitely go down and hit that subscribe button. But as always, thank you for watching. Also, while we're standing here next to the car, let me just go ahead and show you guys this really awesome tumbler that's actually made by Rich Creations. Definitely go check out their page and all their stuff. This tumbler is powder coated in 2 different colors, and as you can see, it matches the car. Super awesome, like absolutely love this. So now when I go places, I can have like my tumbler to match the car, and if I wanted to, I could add a little bit of yellow vinyl to that, but I mean, I really like it just how it is, and dishwasher safe and everything, and it just looks so good. So definitely go check out Rich Creations right here. Pick up all your custom tumblers, exactly what you want to match your car and everything.